Well, we all know the job market is competitive. These days, police departments have lots of vacancies. Chiefs want the best and most qualified people on their force, but attracting them has been tough. Fox 8's Tyler Harden attended a swearing-in ceremony for 3 officers in Burlington and spent some time getting to know why they wanted to work there.
Yeah, well, all 3 of the new officers told me that they want to help people. 2 of the people sworn in call Burlington home. The one female in this ceremony is a former employee of the Greensboro Police Department.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
A special and exciting day for these 3 new Burlington police officers. At a time when people are talking about defunding the police and we're reporting stories of officers being shot on the job, Austin Rainey is excited to patrol the streets.
In my opinion, it's actually the best time because right now it's given us the opportunity to change people's perspective.
He told Fox 8 it's been a lifelong dream to put on a uniform and serve the people in a community he is connected to.
Burlington's always been near and dear to my heart, and it's home for me, so it's very special.
Chandler Lawson also calls Burlington home. He hopes to be a bright spot for people having a rough day.
People call the police when they're having the worst day of their lives, so they really need someone to show up there that's able to serve them and solve whatever problem they're going through that day.
A problem the Burlington Police Department needs help with, finding more people to join the force.
We're down much lower than we want to be. We could hire 25 or 30 cops and try to get back to where we need to be.
Chief Brian Long admits he's being aggressive in attracting people while making sure not to sacrifice the quality of candidates. He knows people in the job make a commitment when they choose to serve.
They will oftentimes spend more time here than they will with their own families. So the nature of the work that we do, the challenges that come with the nature of the work that we do, we have to be a family and support each other.
It's that support that lured Ashley Newsom to a new team. She spent her earlier years with the Greensboro Police Department.
I still have colleagues there that I love and admire, and I still ask for advice and stuff like that, but I want to plant my feet somewhere else.
The career move will change how Ashley works cases. She's moving from criminal investigations to patrol. Now she'll be one of the first on the scene instead of arriving in the middle or at the end.
I'm a nurturer at heart. I love helping.
These new officers got plenty of help to get where they are today.
Burlington provides all that for you, helps you with uniforms, helps you with boots, stuff like that. They provide it for you. You're part of the family once you get hired.
If you're hired before the academy starts, they'll actually pay you a living wage, good money to go through the academy, which is it's a selling point.
And congratulations to those 3 new officers. Chief Long tells us that he's hoping to send 5 new recruits to basic law enforcement training in August. Neil?